If you are a fan of video game themed t-shirts, check out InsertCoinClothing.com, where you can get t-shirts themed around Mass Effect, Uncharted, Pokemon, and other games as well. To get 20% off on your order, use the promo code ICMEF20. DLC is a great way for players to continue the story of the games that they have spent many hours playing. Now, while there are debates about DLC, personally, I love them, as I feel like they're a great way to learn more about the story and the world of games that I've enjoyed playing. Now, Mass Effect has arguably some of the best story DLC that has ever existed, and it is very obvious that Mass Effect Andromeda will have DLC as well. The only question is, what will the DLCs be? Now, before we get into the theories, I want to note that not only are these 3 DLC ideas the ones that we would love to see, but I'm going to push this theory a bit further and put them in the order that I believe they will be released, if these are the DLCs that are going to be for Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, the first and most obvious one is the Quarian DLC. At the very end of the game, you hear a message from the Ark, and you learn that things are not going great over there. Fans, myself included, have wanted Quarians in the game since the game was announced, and not only is this arc bringing them to Andromeda, but it will also include the Elcor, Hanar, Drell, and Volus as well. Now, the story setup for this one is obvious. You find out more about the Quarian Ark and the Signal, leading to finding the Quarians probably somewhere just outside the Helios cluster. It is also very likely that we will meet new Ket enemies, and this might be pushing the theory a bit much, but possibly a few exalted Milky Way races. My curiosity of what an exalted Elcor or Hanar looks like is quite high up my list. With fans wanting to see these races, we are predicting that this will be the first DLC released, and we will probably start to hear some news about it around E3 or EA Play. Now, the second DLC that we are predicting is the Benefactor. Those of you who went around and collected all of your father's memories know of this person. The Benefactor paid for the Andromeda initiative, and it appears that they knew about the Reapers coming to the Milky Way. Not only this, but this mysterious Benefactor killed Jean Garson, who everyone believes died when the Nexus first hit the Scourge. The storyline of the Benefactor is great. You learn about some of the initiative secrets, and it adds mystery to the already unknown. Now, sadly and a bit annoyingly, the side story ends abruptly, leaving many fans with more questions than they got answers. I imagine that the gameplay for this would be a big detective mystery, mainly going around solving clues with heavy story rather than go here and shoot and then go over there and shoot. With the ending, us meeting the Benefactor where exposition will be dropped on us like a load of heavy bricks. With that reasoning, we are sure that the Benefactor will be the second DLC released for Andromeda. The final DLC theory is the Ryder family. Going back to those sweet memories, you learn that the Ryder's mother, who we originally thought was dead, is actually alive and with you, albeit in stasis. She is still sick, however, and Alec brought her to Andromeda in hopes of finding something that can cure her. There starts this DLC, where we learn of something that can cure her disease. Just like the previous one, this one will probably be very story heavy. Now, our theory is that this one will start out with the Nexus getting sick, and you have to figure out why and how to get a cure. Along the way, you find out that this cure can possibly fix your mother. However, I'm sure that there would be a choice that you'd have to choose between curing your mother or curing people who are sick on the Nexus, as BioWare does not enjoy when everything works out all hunky-dory. Now, a final piece on this, again stretching that theory string as much as I can, I predict that we will learn that your father is not actually dead, because as everyone who is a fan of sci-fi knows, if no dead body is ever shown, that person can come back alive. Now, before we close out this list, there are theories that we will learn more about the Jardin. I am sure that we will learn a bit more, most likely in the Quarian arc, but we won't fully learn more about them until the sequel most likely. That, and we may or may not get a new squad mate. No guarantees, but if they do add a new squad mate, this will most likely be in the Quarian Arc DLC. So that is it for our list of DLC theories. What do you think will be DLC? Do you have a theory that you want to share with us? Let us know in the comments down below, and while you're there, give this video a like and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.